An elderly man stepped out of the cold rain and into a warm diner. Water dripped from his coat. His hands trembled. He hadn't eaten in 3 days. Not because he was lazy, not because he didn't try, but because the world had already forgotten him. Across the room, a woman in an expensive suit sat alone at a table overflowing with food. Steak, lobster, pasta, more than one person could ever finish. The old man walked toward her slowly. "Excuse me, ma'am," he whispered. "I don't mean to bother you. If there's any food you won't finish, I'd be very grateful." She looked up at him with disgust. "Leftovers? That's disgusting. Get out of my sight. I can't stand old beggars." He stepped back, crushed. "There are no kind souls left in this world," he whispered to himself. Tears filled his eyes. "Even my own children abandoned me, after I gave them everything." Then he noticed 2 young men in the corner of the diner, laughing, eating burgers. Maybe they'll be different, he thought. He approached carefully. "I'm sorry to ask, but if you have any food left..." One of them smiled. "Oh yeah, sure, here." They handed him their half-eaten meals. Relief washed over his face. "Thank you," he said softly. "God bless you." He sat down alone. His hands shook as he unwrapped the food. Just as he lifted the first bite, the 2 young men rushed over. They snatched the food from his hands and threw it into the trash. They laughed. "Did you see his face? He actually thought we were serious." The old man froze. For a moment, he couldn't even cry. Then the tears came. "It's been 3 days," he whispered. 3 days without food. If I don't eat today, I don't think I'll survive." His head dropped into his hands. He was ready to give up. Then, a gentle tap on his shoulder. He looked up. It was the same 2 young men, but this time, they weren't laughing. They were holding fresh plates of hot food. Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, vegetables, bread, and bags of groceries. "Sir," one of them said quietly, "we're sorry. What we did was cruel." The other knelt beside him. "We thought it was funny, but when we saw you crying, we realized what we'd done. If someone treated our parents the way we treated you, we'd never forgive them." Tears streamed down the old man's face. Not from pain, from gratitude. "I was losing faith," he whispered. "I thought kindness was gone." One of the young men smiled. "It's still here, sir. Sometimes we just forget who we are." They sat with him while he ate. They listened to his story. Before they left, one of them handed him a phone number. "If you ever need food, help, or someone to talk to, call us." That night, the old man slept with a full stomach and a restored heart. They checked on him every week, helped him find shelter, and weeks later brought him home. That's when their father saw him and froze. The old man was his father, the man he abandoned years ago, believing he could never give him the life he deserved. He fell to his knees and begged for forgiveness. Because sometimes we make terrible mistakes. What matters is whether we're willing to fix them. Kindness isn't about being perfect. It's about recognizing cruelty and choosing to do better. The world still has good people. Sometimes they just need a moment to remember who they are.